do think that PSA, on a relatively regular basis, I hope we can all agree with this, misgrades cards. So my thing is this. I don't think, and I hope that I didn't intimate that I think that PSA is intentionally undergrading cards so that they can then properly grade cards.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case at all. I do think that PSA, on a relatively regular basis, I hope we can all agree with this, misgrades cards. And I don't think it's necessarily intentional. I think it's the end result of a subjective process.
Yep.
When you see cards get a 6 and then they get sent back in and they get a 10. So I don't think that that is an intentional thing that's happening. I do think that there may be intentionality either on PSA's part or more likely their repack partners that they're kind of in bed with, intentionally buying up cards that have a very high probability of having been misgraded so that they can then maybe benefit from that. And I think that's reflected in the fact, like you said, most of the offers that you see in the PSA app are not PSA buying the card. It's their repack partners putting an offer in on the card. Why else would a repack partner be putting in 200% offers? Why else would they be putting in 165, 170% offers? That only makes sense, literally only makes sense if they have an opportunity to do that. And it's interesting that one of, if not the biggest repack buyer making offers on PSA's website is their most prominent repack partner, GameStop, who happens to be a group submitter.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's fair.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
I think that's fair about the grading. One of the things actually that I'm going to talk about in my podcast this week is that one of my hot takes is that the hobby doesn't want accurate grading. The hobby wants 10s.
Oh,
and